Welcome to my Monday night live. I go live every single Monday. I come on here. I talk about how I was a burnt out, underpaid, undervalued teacher, felt guilty being financially dependent on my husband, to now that I make 5 figures a month full time working from my phone through affiliate and digital marketing. And I come on here every single Monday to talk about my story through that, what affiliate and digital marketing actually is, how you can get started with no experience, no followers, no tech skills. You can do this too. You just have to be shown how. And this is where you do that. This is where you learn how to do it. And this is an open Q&A. So you have any comments, questions, that comment box is for you. Literally anything you want to say, you want to ask, it is fair game. I have an open book. There is no gatekeeping here. And if you want my free digital starter kit to read more about this as well after, you can always comment ready down below. But I'm just in this, our front room. It's going to be an office eventually. It's one of the rooms we haven't gotten done, but I was doing packing. I was doing some packing. We leave for Colorado on Thursday. And we have a busy week. My husband's grandfather passed away last week, so we actually have his celebration of life, funeral things tomorrow. So just trying to get organized with the crazy week. But anyways, like I said, I was an elementary teacher. I was an elementary teacher for 8 years. I taught 3rd grade for 3 years, 5th grade for 5 years, and I coached club volleyball. So not only was I teaching full time, but I had practices after school. I had tournaments on the weekends. During club season, was working 7 days a week. I was beyond burnt out, beyond exhausted. Teachers make very little. I brought home about $3,000 a month, if that. And I was working. Like if you would have ever calculated out what I made, it was pennies on the hour. And I know people are like, well, teachers, coaches, they don't go into it for the money. And that's true. You go into it for the love, but what people, the love of teaching and the love of kids and seeing that growth, but you have to have something to live off of, and just the politics and the pressure and everything that's changed, especially since COVID. That part wasn't worth it for me anymore. And it was just like, I need something different. I'm not going to be able to be in a traditional classroom forever. And what's really cool is I was able to take my passion and my skill set and my interest online. I could take it online, and now I get to come on here and teach you guys how to make money online through affiliate and digital marketing. And I do one-on-ones, and I do coaching, and I spoke at live events. So I'm still getting to do what I love. I'm still getting to work with people, right? I know it's not kids anymore, but I'm still getting to work with people. I'm still getting to do that coaching aspect of it and see growth and see people change their lives. And I'm still getting all of that, just in a different way. And now I'm my own boss. I make my own schedule, my own hours. I make way more money. Like I said, I make 5 figures a month now doing this. I started small, right? You always start small with promoting one main offer. If you want to do the affiliate side, or if you want to create something, but we start small and then we build from there. So since I've been doing this for about 2.5 years now, I am an affiliate for over 10 companies. I have my own digital products. I do one-on-ones. Anything I can do to help support you in this. And you can do this in any niche. Like truly, so many people get caught up in what you're seeing online right now, and you're seeing, the people in a wealth niche talk about money. But we have to remember, if you're in a different niche, those people aren't talking about money because that's not what their audience cares about, right? If you went into the dog niche, you want to hear training tips, best dog food, best collars, best leashes. You don't care how much they made off of that or how much money they're making, right? So it's not that. And you don't have to come in and you don't have to take an education. This is not like a come in and buy and resell it. It's not, especially if it's something you're not passionate about. You know, if you're passionate about teaching and wealth and all of those things, sure, you can do it, but the education is going to provide you with a way to make anything you want to come on and talk about every day and help people solve a problem profitable. Okay? And yes, you've heard my story over and over. I talk about it every week. I mean, you kind of hear different versions of it, but the same thing. And I just want you to be able to come out there and share your story and how it's going to change your life, and you're going to change other people's lives too with whatever it is that you're helping them with. Whether it's baking, it's with their pets, it's with health and fitness, relationships, parenting. There are so many things that you can do with this. You just have to be shown the right skills. And that's why an education in this is so, so important. And you don't have to get wrapped up in, I always stay away from, I don't recommend the ones that are like, yeah, you come in and we'll set it up and it's done for you. And then you're just reselling their program. It's not great. It's not a great way to do that. I don't like that vibe. I don't like that that's how they're just saying how you can make money. You need to really come in and learn skills. And that's what I provide and what I offer and what I recommend. It's that true teacher in me. I want you to learn the skills. I want you to become a true entrepreneur. I want you to know how to run your back ends. It's important to know how to do that. Otherwise, how can you be proud if you come in and you buy something and someone sets it all up and you're not really doing any of it? I don't know. That's just my take. That's just my opinion. But for those of you that don't know, right? Again, if you have questions, drop them in the comment box, though that's for you. What I'm talking about, what even affiliate and digital marketing is, I'm going to kind of tap into that here really quick, just to talk about the core 4 ways to make money online. The most popular way is affiliate marketing. And the reason it's the most popular is because you don't have to create anything yourself. You don't have to deal with customer service or any of that. Affiliate marketing is when you promote another company's product or service. So it's something already out there, and there are over 107,000 companies. 86% of companies have an affiliate program. Now, I'm going to throw some big names out there just so that you know, but like if you Google, Target has an affiliate program, Amazon has an affiliate program, you know, Costco has an affiliate program, Hobby Lobby has an affiliate program, HelloFresh, you name it, these companies have affiliate programs. And if they fit within your niche and help solve a problem in your niche, you can go and apply and become an affiliate for them and join their program. And when people buy through your unique link that you get, you're going to earn a commission, okay? So if I can get, I don't know, an example. Here's a great example. Here's all my stuff I've packed. Okay, so I have this, like, it's a steamer that I can take when I travel. It's not a huge one, but I got this off Amazon. And so say I was showing a video of this steamer. I'm sure you've seen tons of videos, right? But it's tiny, it's portable. You open it, you can put the water in, it's easy to use, whatever, and you can steam. But if someone makes a video showing, right, using this steamer, they're showing plugging it in, they show filling it with water and, you know, putting the lid on and steaming a product, and then showing how it's easily put into this little bag and it can fit when you travel. If people are like, oh my gosh, I love that little gadget. That's literally how I bought this. I saw somebody, a video, you know, and they were like, comment the word steamer and I'll send you the link. So I commented, I purchased this. I take this thing everywhere I go. People laugh at me and they're like, Stephanie, you travel with a steamer? And I'm like, heck yes, I do. Have you ever seen how bad some of the hotel irons are? I have burnt a pair of my pants because of a hotel iron. So I take this thing everywhere. And so when I commented the word steamer and that girl sent me the link to it, I clicked on the link, I bought it, and she made a commission off of it. So the company made a sale, right? Just like in sales, they made a sale, and then the girl made a commission off of the steamer that I purchased. And so that is one way to earn money online, is affiliate marketing. And like I said, 86% of companies have affiliate programs. And that's where most beginners love to start. Again, you don't have to create anything yourself. You don't have to deal with customer service. The company deals with that. There are 3 more ways to make money online in digital marketing. Okay, digital marketing we see thrown around with affiliate marketing. Digital marketing is truly, I like to call it an umbrella term. So if you picture like an umbrella, you have affiliate marketing. Actually, I'm gonna get something to draw it. I have my little whiteboard in here and I haven't used it in a while. It'll be backwards, but it'll work. Where is it? This will work. I'll use this. So I'm gonna draw my little umbrella, and again, it'll probably be backwards, but, well, not that it probably will. It will be backwards. Oh shoot, this has been on here a while. Let's write on the back then. This will work. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do my little, see, it's the full teacher in me. I still have little whiteboard. This is our closet. You know when you like move and you have the one space that you shoved everything, you don't know where to put it yet? That's this closet. Anyways, let me get these million things out. So I always like to tell people, of course, I grabbed a terrible marker. This may not work as cool as I thought it was going to. Oh, purple works. Here we go. Purple works. So I'm not an artist. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I like to use it as an umbrella term. Truly. So you have affiliate marketing. Okay, that's what we just talked about in the digital marketing era. Okay, digital marketing. Okay, this is all digital marketing when you see this. Again, I know it's backwards. I know you're getting the glare from my ring light. You can see it, but that's okay. Okay, so affiliate marketing is promoting other companies' products and services, where I said most people start. Then you can also create your own digital products. I would say most people don't start here, but there are some that do. Okay, there are some that do. And digital products are when you create something digitally that can be downloaded, a PDF, a video, a checklist, anything that can be digitally downloaded that you've created one time that you sell over and over again. There is a girl I have followed that she made a $3 cookie recipe, and she made 6 figures off of a $3 cookie recipe. So again, most people don't start with digital products just because they're like, I don't want to create anything right now. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. And that's okay. But this is how we can increase our income. So most people start with affiliate marketing. We get the hang of it. And then maybe we create our own digital product, or maybe you want to jump right into creating that digital product. Okay. After digital products, the other way is coaching and consulting. Okay. This can be, hold on, if I talk, I'm going to spell the word wrong. Coaching and consulting. Okay, coaching and consulting can be mentorship groups, one-on-ones, anything where you are meeting with a person virtually and they are paying you for your time. Okay, and this can be done in a variety of ways. I've seen mentorship groups or communities for relationships, parenting, content building, any of those things. There's also people who do one-on-ones where you're meeting with someone one-on-one for advice, just like how we meet with doctors, lawyers, CPAs. Okay, those people are paid for their time, and you can do that online too if you have knowledge to share and a way to solve someone's problem. Okay, so like I was saying, I do affiliate marketing. I'm an affiliate for 10 companies, and I started small. I started here. I now have created my own digital products as well to help people scale their businesses. And I do one-on-ones. I do one-on-ones no matter where you're at, whether you're a complete beginner, you just want to meet with me to ask questions, or you're stuck and you're like, Stephanie, how do I scale? How do I get past this? And so that's all of those. That's the 3 so far of what digital marketing is when you see that term online, because it does get thrown around everywhere. People are like, wait, what is digital marketing? What's affiliate marketing? What's the difference? Okay, the reason you see the word affiliate marketing so much is because it's the most common and the one people like to start with. But we like to just then call it digital marketing. But there are 4 ways, okay? 4 core ways to make money online. And then the last one is live events, okay? I wouldn't say tons of people do this. Now, technically what I'm doing right now is a live event. And I could have these live events and charge for them. I don't. I like this to be an opportunity I provide my audience for free. I lost my lid, so my marker is going to dry out. But there are people who do webinars and things like that. Sorry, I know there's a glare from my ring light, but you wouldn't be able to see it if there was no light. But there are people who do like 1-hour webinars on specific topics, and then they charge for them. And you can do them virtually, just like a live, or you could schedule like if we're going to do a Zoom call or something, or in person. I was flown to speak at an in-person event back in at the beginning of September. And that is something you could eventually go to. But again, I know most people aren't even thinking that far. But there are people who want to learn how to do that, and they're already a certain place in their business and they want to do it even farther. Okay. So those are the core 4 ways to make money online, and you can get started literally, you guys, with no experience, no followers, and no tech skills. And why do I say this? Because there is education out there to teach you, right? We go to college to learn how to do the things we become our profession. I went to college to become a teacher. People go to college to become lawyers and doctors and nurses, all kinds of things, okay? And so there is online education that can help you learn this coming from no experience. I was an elementary teacher for 8 years. I had no experience on social media and marketing and funnels and emails. I mean, I knew how to send an email, but not the automation piece that you will learn in an education. So if you want that, you want my free digital starter kit and access to that business builder challenge to learn to do this so that you can learn how to do it and then start messy. Okay. I started messy. I started clueless, and I just dove in and I made mistakes, but that gave me experience. Okay. I started with none, but the more you do it, you get experience. Now I have 2.5 years of experience under my belt, but I started with 0. Okay. You can do this without any followers. I started my main Instagram account, not this one, my teacher to marketer one. I started that account. My first post was on June 6th of 2023. I have grown it now 2.5 years later to 136,000 followers. But I started at 0. Okay. And no tech skills. And what I mean by that is the education I recommend in the Business Builder Challenge. They show you how to do it manually. If you're like, I don't even want to touch any technology yet, they show you how to do it with a very, very simple DM automation software where you can build up to that. And then if you even want to go further to the funnel and email automation, because that will always be around, then you can learn how to do that through the education too. But you don't have to have fancy tech skills. I didn't go to school. I don't have a tech background. I don't have anything crazy, but I took an education where I could watch and I could learn and I could set it up. And once you set it up, whether you're doing it manually or DM automation or a funnel and email automation, it's done. You don't have to touch it again unless you want to make changes. And if you do need to do anything to it, you know how, because you can always go back to the education. Vanessa, hey, hi, I'm happy to see you on sooner tonight. Welcome, welcome. I should have forgot my water bottle in here today. Anyways, so you literally can start, like I said, from ground zero. It's just being willing to take that first step and say yes to yourself and find someone. I always tell people, they're like, there is so much noise out there. How do I know what to go with? And 1, your gut tells you. Your gut will never steer you wrong. 2, the other thing is find somebody that you like watching their content. You like their message. You like what they have to say. They actually respond to your questions. You know, they actually show that they care about you as an individual. There are so many people out there that it's not, you know, that just like come by this and then you're just completely ghosted. Like if you come to me through me, I go live once a week, so you can always find me. I answer every DM, every email. I literally never leave you hanging. If you ever purchase anything through me, you're in an email campaign that gets tons of freebies and help and homework and assignments and recommendations. You are not left hanging if you start your journey with me. But again, that is a big part of it. As I always tell somebody, you know, there is a lot of noise in this space. There are a lot of options, But where do you see that? What is your gut telling you? And is this person that you're thinking of going to be there to help and support you? Now, we have to help ourselves first. I'm not saying that. You do have to be willing to jump in, invest in yourself, put in the work, but there are always people there and around to support you if you need and ask questions too. So lucky to have you to look up to. Thanks, Meg. But if you are wanting to get started with this, then you would just need to comment ready down below, and you're going to get my free digital starter kit, access to the Business Builder Challenge. It's amazing. It is self-paced. You can do it at your own pace. I'm blanking. Hang on. It's going to explain more about the business model. It is going to help you train your ChatGPT. It's going to help you pick your niche, first digital product, business plan within minutes. It's going to go over mindset, because mindset is a huge thing it's a hurdle. It really is. It's something you have to work on every single day, especially when you become an entrepreneur, because you have to be okay that there are going to be hard days and you got to fight through those for the good days. You also get a one-on-one advisor that you'll meet with 2 to 3 times over Zoom. So not only do you have me to bounce ideas off of and ask questions, but you also have an advisor. You have another person who's been successful in this there to help you. Would like to know more, so somewhat ready. Hello, welcome. I missed your hello. Okay, so I see you right there. I'm going to send you on my main page, my Teacher to Marketer page, I'm going to send you a message with the link to my free digital starter kit so you can read about it. And then you can also check out the Business Builder Challenge I'm talking about. It's only $17 for all the things I was talking about. But what other questions do you have? Like, drop them. This is a time for you to come and ask those questions. So what do you feel like you want to know more about, or do you just want to read about it first? Well, maybe. My computer is not wanting to load and connect. Good thing I screenshotted it. I don't know if screenshotted is a word, but we just went with it. I don't know if my computer's even connected to the internet right now. That's great. Love that for me. Well, if this loads, then, oh, of course, I'm getting ready to put it down and it's going to load for me. If you guys got any questions, anything, literally drop them and I can answer them as let's exit that page. It doesn't want to work for me. There it goes. Okay. Welcome, Laura. Okay, Bree, how many hours needed a week to have a good start? So this question, honestly, you're an educator. So I was a teacher for 8 years. I coach club volleyball. I started this when I was teaching full time. And it's not about how many you need. It's about working at it every single day. So you can do this in 1 to 3 hours a day. But what people get upset about, and they're like, well, this isn't true, is because they think they're going to accomplish everything in that amount of time. And that's not going to be true, especially at the beginning of your journey. So when I started, I made myself at least an hour a day. Hour every single day, I am going to work on this, no matter how long it takes me to learn it and set it up. Because I know if I'm going to start, I'm going to get there eventually. If I never started, I would never be where I am today. So that meant if I was waking up earlier and I was watching something while I was getting ready, I had a 30-minute commute. So I was listening to like motivational things in the car. I was listening to audiobooks to and from work. And then if I, had the energy after work or whatever, it was either I was listening to something or I was working on something. Whether that was, I might say some words, you have no idea what they are, but they'll make sense after you read my free kit and take the challenge. But, taking time to work on a lead magnet, take a time to set up my systems. But I just gave it an hour at least a day. Okay. If I had more to give, I did. So then the education has changed a lot since I started in 2023. There are people getting set up way faster, but I'm also very I have a lot of perfectionism in me. So it took me about 4 months to learn everything. Remember, I was only at least giving it an hour a day and set up my systems. but some people are doing that much faster. I can't give you an exact timeline because everybody is so different. I can only tell you my experience or what other people have told me that how long it's taken them. But this training now that they have revamped, you can complete it within 2 hours. I do recommend like doing a couple lessons and then meeting with your advisor. Like if you just fly through it, I feel like you're not getting the most out of it. And then you can work on some things in there. That was me. Like I would watch a lesson, I would research, I would take notes. So I had questions to ask my advisor. I didn't just watch everything and fly through it. That makes sense. But if you can give yourself, even if people only have 20 minutes a day, it's better than nothing because you're building to get there. But once you learn the skills and once you have everything set up, you don't have to do that part again, right? So however long that took you with the time you had, because now, right, in my life now, when I'm saying I do this in 1 to 3 hours a day, it's still, again, very transparent and honest because now I'm just posting 3 times a day. So I make sure I have 3 pieces of content. I'm adding emails to that campaign that I had already set up. So I sit down and I write a few emails and I'm adding to it. And I'm answering messages or I'm going live like this. I'm answering messages on my Instagram. I'm answering my emails. I'm, on my other social media accounts. And so that's where if you allot that amount of time, that 1 to 3 hours, obviously if you have more time, you're going to accomplish things faster. But it can totally be done because we're building something for longevity. We're not building it for a quick buck. We're not building it for a get rich quick scheme because that's not what this is. You want to learn the skills. You want to be successful. You want to earn that extra income. And maybe that extra income is just so you have cushion and you love your 9 to 5, or maybe it's to build it because you want to leave like I did and have that freedom and that flexibility and be your own boss in the time. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Brenda. Okay. My name is Brenda. That makes sense. How did you get past the sounds too good to be true? Honestly, I didn't think it sounded too good to be true. In my opinion, when I saw it, like I knew affiliate marketing. Awesome, Brenda. I'm glad that made sense. I see your yes. When I first saw it, I was someone who jumped in rather quickly. I didn't watch for months and months and months, like some people say. I watched for a week or two, because I wasn't sure if I was ready to make such a big change in my life, but, I knew affiliate marketing was real. Like I know what we do isn't influencers, but I know influencers have a part of affiliate marketing and they do that full time. I knew it was real because I had an Instagram for my dog's account. And I would like support small businesses like treats and bow ties and post for fun. It was like my outlet, but I didn't realize that was actually like affiliate marketing. I didn't realize that's what I was even like doing. It wasn't set up in a good way any means. I was spending more money than I was making. It was just a fun thing for me. But when I was scrolling and I saw the amount of money you could make, I was like, well, then there's gotta be a way. Like in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, there's a system that I just don't know. There's a system I just don't know about, that there is a way that people take these things I knew about and they make that kind of that kind of money. And so I guess I didn't really have the sounds too good to be true because I've always had such an open mind. It's how do I get there? Okay. The sounds too good to be true things for me are always like, when people reach out to you, and they're like, if you send me $500 via Zelle, I don't even know what's out there, and I'm going to guarantee you this amount back. That's too good to be true. That is a scam. When people say things like, I don't know. Do you remember when, no hate on MLMs for people. I know there are people who are successful at them, but that's not what this is either, because it's not my thing. But like the you should be here signs, like they were for vacations, or I can't even think of any others. And again, I know that there are people who are successful with those, but those are typically too good to be true if you're at the bottom of like the totem pole, right? Because an MLM is you're staggering down and you're probably not going to make what that top person's making because you're under people. But that's not what affiliate marketing is. It's not what digital marketing is. So affiliate marketing is, it's just a relationship with you and the company. So like any sales commission-based job out there, you know, when you make a sale, the company obviously makes money, and then that person who sold it gets a commission. That's exactly what affiliate marketing is, but just on the online world. And it's about 100% commission-based. And then anything you create yourself, right? Digital products, you decide to do a mentorship, you decide to do one-on-ones, you decide to host an event, things down the line, you can sell those for 100% profit because you own those. You created those. Those are yours. I kind of like really went off of your question, but that's just where it took me. And I knew that it was real. I knew there was something. I just had to learn how to do it. Does that make sense? All right. My computer is also working. So I'm going to message you, Brenda, on my normal Teacher to Marketer page. I cannot wait till I can go live over there again. Next April. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to I'm not going to send you my little blurb. Actually, I will. Why not? Because then it just reminds you of some things. Let's see. All right, Brenda, I just messaged you my free digital starter kit, and then we'll have access to that business builder challenge I was talking about. I just messaged you on my main account, so you might have to look in your invites or whatnot. All right, let's see. Yes. Okay, good. I'm answering those questions. I just want to make sure. And then, Brenda, did you see that message pop up? And you might not be able to, so don't feel like you have to hop off to look. You can always message me again if it didn't pop up or pop through. But I just got that sent over to you. Let's see. All right, what other questions do you guys have? Or what other hesitations? Or what other, like literally throw it at me. It could be anything. And I think that is like the biggest part. When I think of, people, like this sounds too good to be true, I think people just like look at it and they scroll past it, and they roll their eyes. And another thing for me was like, I researched it. I looked into it. So instead of being like, oh, that's, sounds too good to be true, or that's fake, which we do a lot online when you see it, but when something catches your eye, you go look it up, or you reach out and ask questions or research it. And so that's also something that I did. That's just what it made me think of too. Let's see. Did you create a separate Instagram account before you took all the education courses or after you finished them? So I made it as I went through the education. So when I started, like I said, it took me longer to go through everything and set up, because I would literally like do one of the lessons, and then I would research, and then I would do what it was telling me to do, and then write down questions. And then I would go to the next one. I feel like so many people, like even when I was at the mastermind, when I was speaking at the mastermind in Nashville at the beginning of September, I heard so many people that were talking about what they were doing, like what they were trying to work on, but they weren't even finished with like step 2 yet. They were trying to do step 10 without finishing step 2. And I was like, whoa. This is why you're confused. This is why you're overwhelmed. You haven't even finished this part yet, and you're trying to do what's up here. And so that was one of the biggest things for me. And I think it helps coming from being a teacher is you do it and you finish that step, and then you go on to the next one. That's why I say, like, when people just fly through it, they're not really getting anything out of it because you're not stopping and implementing what you learned. So when it told me, because I went through a challenge and then I did invest in some more education through them after that, when it talked about different social media accounts and stuff, once I had my system set up and once I had my niche and my freebie, I created my social media accounts, and then I created them checking across all platforms. I knew for sure I was going to post on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook when I started. And so I wanted to make sure that the handle, right, my teacher to marketer, that's a handle, like your Instagram, your name, was going to be across all platforms, because being searchable across all platforms as the same handle was important to me for that know, like, and trust factor. Because if your name is different all over the place, people have a hard time like finding you or knowing if it's actually you. So I created them all so that I knew that it would have that same name. But you don't like need to be creating your social media yet if you're still learning, if you're still, setting up something, or, you don't need it yet. You don't need to be posting yet. I talked to another girl. She was like, yeah, I'm trying to post and I'm trying to still learn some things, and I'm trying to set up my systems, and I'm trying to do and make my freebie. And I'm like, you're trying to do all of that at once? I was like, first of all, then let's stop posting. Let's stop. We don't need to be posting if we have nothing back here yet, right? We need the foundation of our business, because you're just posting, but what are you driving traffic to? We're not driving traffic to anything right now because you don't have that. So you need to work really hard on one task and then accomplish it and move on to the next. So I didn't really do it either way. I did it as I went to answer your question. I will check in a bit. My holdup is creating the content. So Brenda, so my question is for you, when your holdup is creating content, is it you don't know what you're going to create later, or you don't want to create content? Like, what's your holdup there? And again, we shouldn't even be thinking about creating content yet if you haven't even started learning about this yet, right? And started going through that learning phase and that implementation phase. So it's kind of my thoughts when I read that. So, and if your holdup is content, like you're just like, well, I haven't started learning because I'm not sure about what I would post. That's so far down the road. And if you take the Business Builder Challenge, they have prompts in there that will help you with ChatGPT to come up with those content ideas. Okay, so that's a really, really cool update to this challenge. Is I didn't have that when I started, and they have prompts to help you with emails and content and all of that. And if the holdup is you don't want to create any content, well, then this may not be for you, because that's the whole point, right? When you become an affiliate marketer, when you're promoting other companies' products or services, the whole point is to create content to drive traffic for people to buy. It's an online, entrepreneurial journey. And even your own products. If you make your own products, there's got to be a way to drive traffic, which is content creation. Who do you use for setting up your website? Hey, Roger. It is in my free digital starter kit, but I used system.io. I invested a lot more in my education when I started, so System.io was free to start, and so that's what I used. But then I made my first sale in 8 days, and so then I had to upgrade anyways. But they have 3 tiers. So it has so many contacts or email campaigns, and that's what I mean by tiers. And so I could upgrade as my business grew. So that was something that I really liked, just because I invested a lot more into my education, and so I didn't want to spend a whole bunch on my software. But the Business Builder Challenge does teach you how to do it manually to start, for those that are very overwhelmed by tech and they don't want them to hold it back. They show you another free to start little software, or you don't have to build a funnel or email automation yet. But I do encourage people that down the line, that is something that's built. I don't ever think a true funnel or email automation will ever go away. But Roger, I'm going to send you, yes, I'm an affiliate for them, but I'll send you what I use. And then I can also send you my copy paste version. I send it to people in my email list of my funnel. It might be the outdated one. I've updated it, but it's still, you just still have to go in and change the words anyways. So let's see. Rogers. So there is what I'm talking about when I talk about system.io. And then let me snag this for you. I made it when I first started. Don't judge the video or anything like that, but it is helpful. Oh, shoot. Nope, I just sent you the wrong one. Hold on. Where is it? That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Oh, nope, that's right. It's just my photo that you'd have to change out. I was like, that can't be right. So I just sent you the link to system.io, and then I also sent you my copy paste version. So what that means is you can import the funnel and stuff that I use, and then you can edit it to your own niche, because that took me a long time to set up. And it's not fancy, it's not crazy, and I don't want to create some crazy fancy funnel, because I want beginners to know something this simple can convert and make you money. You don't have to go out and make this really beautiful, professional looking thing. If you look at my funnel, it's super, super simple. It's clean cut. It's easy to read. And it gets people, what they need. Also, can you team up with your teen to promote certain products, or is that against company guidelines? No, you can team up. I know at the last mastermind, the one that was at the beginning of February, there was actually these two that do it together, and they both presented and spoke. So no, it doesn't go against it at all. And I don't know if you've ever watched the kids that make millions of dollars doing this on YouTube. Their parents have to do all that legal stuff online and all of that. So they technically are partnered up. But no, it doesn't go against anything. You are starting your own business. So if your kid wants to, your kid wants to do it with you, your significant other, friend, whatever, if that's something you want to do, then that's something you can totally do. Do they teach you how to set up a new account? Do you mean, what do you mean a new account? A new social media account? What kind of account? Yeah, let's see. And then Brenda, another thing I was thinking of, because I have I've had people that aren't 18 yet reach out to me, and I will tell them hey, I love that you are already thinking of this. This took me till I was 31 to even think about this, but you do need to talk to a parent or guardian if this is something you're interested in. There's too many legal things that go into it, just because you have to be 18 to get a bank account for your business. You have to be 18 to, sign up for programs. At the end of the day, you're still doing things online, and there is still a legal age, but that doesn't keep teens from doing this. That just means that they need a parent or guardian's help and permission and all that stuff to also stay safe online. We'll check back later. Sorry, I hope I got to your question. I hope you saw that. Roger, thank you. Got it. Awesome. Yes, I think you answered it already. Okay. I just want to make sure. Sometimes I know they come in and I'll be talking, and then I'm does this even? Just want to make sure I answer all these questions. All right. What else do you guys have for me? What do you have? Other questions? Cannot believe it's 6:46 already. That is crazy. Let's throw them in there. Seriously, anything. Any hesitations? Anything you're wanting to do? I really think the biggest thing is people sit on the sidelines for too long. And you just need to dive in and jump into it, check it out, and see if it's for you. And that's why I said when I was talking about earlier, I just dove in. It's okay, there are so many free resources out there you can look at. You can use Google. And then the beginner courses, well, at least the one I do, is only $17. So when I started, I was like, if I hate this and I'm like, no, I don't see myself doing this, the worst case scenario is that I lost $17. But I loved it. And I was like, wow, this opens my mind to how all of my favorite brands and stores do this. This is how things are done online, how the back-end systems, how the emails work, how the content, what it's doing, what this means. Like, I just didn't realize that until I dove into it and I started learning about it. And it just opened a whole new world for me. Whole new world of opportunity, completely changing my life. And it took time, and it's not easy. It's simple, but it takes grit. Like it does. It takes showing up every day, but when I tell people, when they're like, my sister asked me one time, she was like, is it annoying, like when you're traveling, that you have to have like content to post, like that you have to work? And I was like, honestly, no, because I would not be able to go on any of the trips I have been on this year if I would have been still teaching. So it's for me to have to get up a little early or stay up a little bit later to edit content, to have 3 posts ready for the day, and then I can enjoy my day and my business runs for me and makes money for me. No. Okay. It doesn't bother me at all, because the alternative is I would be still miserable teaching in a classroom, making $3,000 a month and never getting to go on any of those trips. Like I just can't, I don't know. I can't even put into words, like when people think about like they have to do that, like the alternative is working 8 hours a day. So it takes time to build. It's not a get rich quick thing. It's not overnight success. But if you put in the work and you build it, you will get there. You can build a life you've always dreamed of. You can, you're worthy of that. You really, really are. And society has us so stuck in that we're brought up that way. We're brought up to go to school and get good grades. And what do we want to be when we grow up? Who are we going to work for? And there's so much more than that. We don't have to work for anybody, but we are we're built that way because we're made to be, society builds us to be workers and not thinkers. And that's really what I want people to think. And that's also some of what sucked the joy out of teaching for me, is because I could see that. I could see we had to teach curriculum by the book. It took the creativity out. And I don't know if you noticed, but like, kids have such big imaginations and big dreams and big hopes, and adults squash those. Honestly, like I'm even guilty of it. Like when you would do projects, and it is what do you want to be when you grow up? And they talk about things, TikTok stars, professional athletes, all these things that adults look at them and say, oh, that's cool, but like, what do you actually want to be? Like, what's more realistic? We squash that for kids. And if that never got squashed, just think of what those kids would be doing. Because what's crazy is I used to tell my students back when was it? Was it 2020? I think right before everything shut down for COVID, my class was obsessed with TikTok. And I swore I would never download that thing. I was tired of hearing about it. I was tired of listening and talking about wanting to be TikTok stars, blah, blah, blah. And it's very ironic and funny because that's how I make money now. I use social media to make money. I became one of those things that we tell kids aren't possible. Like what is going to be your real job? What's going to be your safe job? And that's not what we should be doing. We shouldn't even be asking kids that. We should be saying, how do you see your life? How do you want to live your life? Because when you asked me as a kid how I saw my life and what I wanted to do, I would have told you I wanted to travel and I wanted to see the world. And then I went to school and got good grades and I became a teacher. And I'm like getting emotional about it. Look at me. I couldn't do any of the things that I saw for myself as a kid. I didn't do any of them. And I became a teacher and a coach, and I love that, but everything else that society does squashes that. And now, like I said at the beginning of my live, I still get to teach and I still get to coach, but I get to do it on my own terms, and I get to make more money, and I get to be my own boss. And now I get to travel whenever I want. You know, we go at least one place every single month. We leave Thursday for Colorado. Again, would never have been possible if I wouldn't have taken that step to look into what this is, to learn about it, and to learn the skills and to set it up. And I don't know, it's crazy to think about. And I think about how things were in the classroom when I was there, and I was just, it's so, I don't know, disheartening, because you really can be anything you want to be. You can build any life you want to have. And we have to stop telling kids it's not possible, because it is. And, you know, that still have to give them that ability to try and even teach them those things, show them that things. If they're interested in it, let them try it out. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you've seen Jonathan Montoya. He's very big in the online space, in the affiliate digital marketing. He has his own program, all the things. But I can't remember if it's his son or daughter, started their own YouTube channel. Like, being the child of that entrepreneur, those kids are getting to explore those other opportunities out there besides just going and one day having to get a job and find a job and working for somebody, and never really getting to live out those dreams that you had for yourself. I don't know. That's just kind of my food for thought. Do you guys have any questions? Anything? Because if not, I think I'm going to end it tonight. I've been rambling, talking your guys' ear off enough. All right. I just want you guys to know you are capable of doing this. You are capable of building this life. I know I've already said it, but you just have to learn how. You just have to be shown how. And that's why I'm here. And that starts here. And that starts by commenting ready and grabbing my free digital starter kit. That starts by signing up for the Business Builder Challenge. That's $17. And that starts by talking to your advisor, reaching out to me with questions or concerns, okay? Because there are people here to help you and people here to support you. And the community you will find inside of what I recommend, you will see has nothing but support, and they want to see you be successful. But you have to be the person to say yes. You have to be the person to take that first step. You have to be the person that's going to show up and work at this at least an hour a day, okay? You have to hold yourself accountable, and there will be people there to help support you. But you have to want it, all right? I will post this replay. You'll have access to the replay. Again, if you want my free digital starter kit, access to the Business Builder Challenge, comment ready. And I will see you. I'm not sure if my next live will still be next Monday. I'm going to have to probably move that because we'll be in Colorado still. I might be able to find time. I will let you know for sure in my stories when I will be going live next week. I got to think about it and see. I might have to do like an afternoon live while my husband's doing some work or something. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great week. Great rest of your night. If you need anything, reach out. I'm here to help. I'm here to support you. I want this to be as life-changing for you as it has been for me. All right, we'll talk next week sometime.